Hello and welcome to Wrestling in Mom's Basement. This is the Monday Night War episode for us for November 6, 1995. I, of course, am Patrick Young. This guy to my right is my co-host, Joe Ganuda.
Ken Fixola roll from Brandon Mantovia, Canada again. I think it's the third of four shows in a huge block of tapings. Yeah. I'm glad they're moving away from that format soon, I think. Things open by Shawn Johnson slam Yokozuna. He went, quoted by them, he went from obscurity to the stuff legends are made of.
Okay.
Lex Luger was the only guy I remember slamming Yokozuna at that point.
Yeah.
I won't exactly say he was a legend in WWF, so.
Yeah.
It didn't quite make him a legend in WWF. They also showed clips from the upcoming episode, which I still dislike.
Yeah, that just sounds stupid.
Since Jerry Lawler is actually tell you Vince McMahon's co-host, here is Doc Hendricks. Bruce Willis with Jim Cornette versus Marty Jannetty. A bit of a clash of styles here. Marty's still more over than I think he should be at this point. During the match, he goes split screen.
Still pretty much dressed in very 80s attire.
Yeah. During the match, he goes split screen with Clarence Nation, who says he uses legal savvy to set up another Bruce Bulldog title shot. He can meet the winner of Diesel Bret Hart in December in your house. Bulldog deals his stolen vertical and holds served to his power. They make it for one commercial break. When Bulldog working chinlock is their turn, Mario starts to come back with the same offense like I said he's had since days.
Yep.
Coming close on near full where Bulldog got spun the bottom rope. He misses a corner charge and hits the ring post. Bulldog plants him with a run power slam for the win.
I thought it was a solid match. Maybe a little slow in places. I guess maybe they weren't necessarily the best opponent for each other.
Yeah.
But I thought the match did well enough.
Yeah, it's a decent start to the show. Mario got his stuff and had the crowd going, while Bulldog like Powerhouse and picked up the clean win. One of the more normal matches that Rules has late.
Yeah.
We get a pre-recorded words from a fake Bill Clinton. He will actually be a Survivor Series.
Yes.
I usually won't get that.
Yeah.
Doc Hendricks interviews Jim Cornette at ringside. He just hopes the wild card match. Backstage, Barry Hart was his talking strategy with Bret Hart and Hakushi. Why? What could that tell? What could he tell them that would help?
I don't know.
Both guys were successful. Superstars this past weekend, Goldust was being interviewed by Jerry Lawler. For some reason, Bayman Bigelow interrupted and challenged Goldust to a match at any time. It's known to happen in Survivor Series. Harry O'Gowan versus Terry Richards. Terry Richards will go on to have a much better career than Hog down the line.
It's another one of those.
Yeah, this being Rhino in this case.
Yes.
He's just 19 here, Rhino. Most of the commentary told us about Hunter herself and potentially get slopped. Goblin wins with the slop drop.
Yeah, it's pretty much a squash match. Isn't this the one where Shawn pretty much talked over the entire time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a fill-in interview between Shawn and Vince. So pretty much...
No, not that one. It's Comas.
That's Comas, that's right, yeah. Yeah, this one... The match stuff was fine. It was a normal squash match. Maybe a little slow in places, given who's supposed to be leading the match.
Right. About what you expect from a Goblin squash.
Yeah.
Hunter soldier shows up and nails Hunter from behind, then puts on gloves and pours the slop bucket on him. I did love the little addition of gloves, since he wouldn't touch the bucket.
That was nice, yes.
Survivor Series Slam Jam, Tom Penn Gill's back to hosting these things. And outside goal is a big load on all the new thing, and now is the Dark Side. The Dark Side taking on the Royals. The Royals have King Mabel, Jerry Lawler, Triple H, and Isaac Yankem, while the Dark Side consists of The Undertaker, Fatu, Sadia...
Making a difference, Fatu.
Sadia, Vega, and Henry Godwin. What a weird team.
Yes.
Comment with Ted DiBiase versus Tony Roy. I thought we were done with the $1 Million Corporation.
Nope.
Shawn Michaels calls in to pull the wild card match because somebody gives a damn about Common, and Common wins by knocking out Roy.
Yeah. Yeah, thank God the interview was overlaid on that one. Didn't really have any interest in seeing it, and the match didn't necessarily draw your attention away from what Shawn was saying.
Too long for Common.
Yeah.
Next week, Razor Ramon defends the Intercontinental title against Sid, and the 1-2-3 kid will be the special referee, and the title can change hands on countout or disqualification.
I smell shenanigans.
Bret Hart and Hakushi with Barry Harvest versus Isaac Yankem and Jerry Lawler, and I thought we were also done with the Lawler Hart feud.
Nope.
Which I don't mind them, but it had a terrible steel cage match. Hart and Hakushi started control, pretty much owning Yankum and Lawler. That's kind of been the way the entire feud has gone. Shortly after they start Hot, the face is getting typical trouble. Hakushi takes a heat, says he isn't going nowhere, and Bruce head for a title shot. The heels do some dull offense to wear him down until he gets opening and makes the tag to Bruce. Hot tag is surprisingly lackluster.
Yeah.
But he didn't really seem to care about this program.
He was usually better playing the face of Power anyway.
Yeah. Yet though he was still much better here than he was in WCW.
Yeah.
5 moves of doom. He's the one I'm in.
Yeah.
As Britlock yanked him in the sharpshooter, Lawler tries to bring a steel chair into play. Horowitz entered and took the chair from Lawler, resulting in disqualification.
Yeah, kind of a dull main event for Raw. Yeah, which is surprising for Bret Hart being in the match. It just kind of sort of drug. I think the heat part of the tag team match lasted too long, and it didn't necessarily go into the next level.
Yeah, and that was a shitty finish. So Lawler gets another one up on Bret Hart, and the match itself was at best.
Yeah.
Bret wasn't at his best. Hakushi was way past the point of Kieran. And the other two guys, King was past his prime, so he wasn't very good at this point. And Kane's not very good yet.
Isaac Yankem needs a gimmick change.
So, yeah. Clips to show next week's matches. Again, giving away that team. This is that part's something.
Yeah.
Nitro, episode 10. From the Jacksonville Coliseum in Jacksonville, Florida. Tonight is WCW Interactive. Yeah, it's basically the WWE app before technology really allowed it. You can call the WCW hotline to choose something that. Pick from the babyface side of Alex Wright, Dave Sullivan, Y, Jim Duggan, JL, who lost to Mr. Park, Johnny B. Bad, and Nasty Boys of Sting. Oh, gee. And then,
I wonder who you're going to pick out of that.
And then select their opponents from the pool of Big Bubba Rogers, the Blue Bloods, DDP, Ming, Ric Flair, Scott Norton, and Shark.
Man, I wonder who you're going to pick out of that. To be fair to WCW, though, it's not like they hid who they thought they were going to win, who they wanted.
Yeah, they were
Bischoff flat out used the example that we're going to get later in the night.
Yeah. Bobby Dean says he wants Tony Schiavone versus Gino Storm.
Sounds better than most Metro main events so far.
Non-title match, Thursday Champion the Giant with Jimmy Hart versus Cobra. Who the hell keeps on giving Cobra and Pittman TV time? I'm not sure.
Cobra's had TV time?
Okay, I thought he's been on before. The title is on the line, but Giant hoists up the...
Did you hear the era in music? At first they played the Dungeon and Doom music for Giant.
Right.
But then it was like, bad Morse code music, that music for Cobra. Which is terrible music. That should be on a botch list somewhere.
Oh, what?
But yeah, they actually screwed up the intro.
I didn't realize that.
For Cobra.
The title is on the line, but Giant hoists up Dave Penzer to announce that it is. Giant has a chokeslam and ends Cobra quickly.
Yeah, very quickly. You blink, you miss it.
Can't really say anything due to the length, but I prefer short now. So.
Yeah.
There you go.
Probably good to have a Giant match this short, and Cobra matches should probably be even shorter. Mean
Gene's in the red locker room, which is where the heels are. They're arguing and yelling nonsense. Norton and Shark are shoving each other while the Blue Bloods calmly sit in the back. The faces are more civil, but Duggan just walks by the screen shouting for some reason. Also, there was no Big Bubba in the heel locker room.
No.
And ad runs for the inaugural World War III event. I got to cover one so far. Makes one I'm about to cover in the next video look a lot... That World War III looks a lot more simple. After losing the world title, Hulk Hogan returns to his roots and Van Beach apparently returned to his roots hangout with some homeless looking dudes in the street. Masha May's with him. And both guys are in black because they've come to the dark side.
Which means...
Hogan.
No.
Oh.
What, did you catch what Hogan said?
No.
About Macho coming to the dark side, which means he takes his vitamins, he says his prayers.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Oh, wow.
So pretty much, the dark side of Hogan here is exactly the WWF version of Hogan.
Kevin Sullivan with Jimmy Hart versus the Renegade. And apparently the Renegade is still a thing. He charges the ring like the bootleg Ultimate Warrior that he is. Unlike Ultimate Warrior, though, he had no good qualities. So Sullivan turns around quickly. Renegade made a small comeback with a core hamstring elbow. But you know the outcome here. Sullivan wins with a second rope double stomp that Bobby Heenan calls the Dungeon Doom Heimlich maneuver. Okay.
Yeah, pretty boring. It's kind of weird seeing a big muscular guy getting dominated by Kevin Sullivan.
As usual, self-involving. The Taskmaster is pretty bad.
Yeah. And you know, Renegade being even worse. Yes.
Yeah, after the match, Jimmy Hart throws beer in Renegade's face and rubs off the rain yellow paint.
I don't think that was beer. I think it was water.
Oh, my fault. He shouts that he's no longer the Renegade and it's just plain old Rick now. Well, there goes that gimmick.
Yep.
Chris Benoit versus Eddie Guerrero. Eddie's theme here, was it his regular theme? No.
I don't think so.
No, okay. Because it sounded like a bad, no, not bad, a Bash Street USA ripoff.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, no, I didn't think it was. Benoit brings out his excellent snap suplex off his off, followed by a huge spine buster right into the line tabor, and these guys aren't playing around. The NJPW contingent consists of Saint Ono, Masahiro Chono, Juice of Thunder Liger, and others are all eating dinner near the crowd.
Isn't that the stable Bischoff based the NWO after?
Yeah. And poor Liger looks sad. Probably because he couldn't get no food for his mess.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. No. Well, they cut away to that smash, to be fair. But I won't mind seeing Liger against either one of these two guys.
They always seem to cut away from an Eddie, Benoit, or Dean Malenko match.
Yeah, but if this is sound Liger against either one of these guys in a few weeks, that's fine.
Yeah.
Eddie starts to bring out the aerial stuff, causing Benoit to go outside. Eddie follows on a dive up top rope, back inside, and just continue to hit each other with stiff moves. Commentary hypes the main event, saying that they want to see Sting versus Ric Flair. Oh, okay, you guys are really making the choice, I think. Benoit brings Eddie over the apron with a back suplex, but Eddie falls on him. Benoit gets full the bottom rope, but the referee misses it.
Yeah, it's just normal great fare from Eddie and Benoit. Benoit being the normal impactful hitting, or impactful grappling, for the lack of a better term, that he is, and Eddie just being the very good baby face and pulling off high-flying moves.
Yeah,
stuff.
A really fun sprint from two of the best guys on the roster.
Yeah.
And it finishes up a rematch, hopefully getting more time than 6 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Which I have no problem with. Ric Flair versus Sting. Gee, I wonder why the fans chose this for me.
Do you think the results were rigged anyway?
Yes.
Actually,
no.
Actually, that was probably always going to be the result, meaning.
Yeah.
Like, fuck whatever they think. We need a better main event than, you know, the Shark versus Bubba Rogers or something.
Alright, yeah. Also, we get no vote tallies or anything like that. So
no, it was just like, no, it's Sting and Flair.
They just give us this. Sting is pissed from Halloween Havoc.
And we're like, we believe you.
Sting is pissed from Halloween Havoc and just beats the hell out of Flair for no Lindell. Flair does his best pleading to no avail, despite the hot start, which includes Braun outside. Flair switches the momentum and locks in the fair four. He uses the ropes for leverage, which is such a lost art in today's world. Sting powers up and flexes at Flair before turning the hole over. The fight moves outside where Flair tries to use Chipper, where he stops him. Flair shoves him and decides not to take it any further. Chevalier announces that some big news will be coming by the end of this program. Flair tries to cheat and wins with his feet on the ropes, and Sting keeps getting out. We get the classic Flair spot where he just slams from the top rope. Sting powers up and has a superplex, leading right into the Scorpion Deathlock. Flair gives up, but Anger Stinger refuses to let go of the hole. Somehow this doesn't result in a defense.
Yeah. Yeah, the match was very good. Sting and Flair worked very well together. At least they should know how to work very well together by now.
Right.
Having fought each other for what, a better part of a decade?
Yeah, at this point.
Yeah, so you get Sting versus Flair in the main event of Nitro, meaning it's not the last thing you see.
Right.
So the match itself was easily, I thought, match of the week.
Yeah, I thought it was match of the week too. It's short than their more well-known classics.
Yeah.
But, damn, it's so rule. And the compact time was given.
I'll probably say it's better than the one you would see on the premiere episode of Nitro.
Yeah. They had hate-filled battle while still managing to do the stuff that's working in their pace. I'm surprised they didn't opt to have a dirty finish here up and do the clean end on like World War III or something, but
Flair get a clean
win.
win on Nitro.
Tony Schiavone screams that Lex Luger's running out, but he's nowhere to be seen. Looks like he missed his cue. Sting still refuses to release the whole while the faces that think they chose to compete, and Eddie Guerrero rush out to talk some sense to him. He lets go and runs back in the ring, slapping the hole right back on. Luger finally shows up and talks right into Sting's face while Rhodes causes Sting to let go and leave with Luger.
Yeah, that was just weird.
Yeah.
Bischoff, said, I see Luger coming.
Nope.
Luger strolls out, 5 minutes later.
Yeah. Returning Mean G's with the Giant, Jimmy Hart and Ken Sullivan, while in the ring. Jimmy Hart announces that while Hogan was off doing charity work and making bad movies, he was Hogan's power of attorney. Using that, he signed a contract for a Halloween Havoc match, and added a stipulation that if Hogan will try DQ, which he did, Giant will win the world title. That he bring in a real lawyer who says that Jimmy Hart is partially right. Hogan did lose the belt, but Giant is the champion.
He's actually is a real lawyer. He's actually the lawyer at WCW.
And I was it. And
yeah. Nick Lambros. You'll hear him a lot mentioned on if you listen to the 83 Weeks podcast.
Didn't get that far yet.
Bischoff, he mentions him quite a few times.
Hogan, the WCW Commissioner Nick Bockwinkel and the Championship Committee have decided to hold the belt in abeyance. The new champion will be determined in the upcoming World War III Battle Royal. Giant doesn't want to give up the title, but Sullivan calms it down by saying that nobody can make him, so he'll be champion again soon. Let me see, roll, and I'll give it
probably a
3.5.
I'll just give it a 3.
Not really too much to enjoy in the episode.
Yeah.
Going back over, Janae and Bulldog was alright, but the main event still guys mostly phoning in.
Yeah.
To continue a feud that totally sucked at this point. I don't know why Common got squashed.
Yeah, it was long and drawn out at that point.
Yeah. I'm not sure if Common ever does anything significant again.
I know he's in the 96 Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I mean, this incarnation Common.
I think he's Final 4.
Just to clarify, I'm not talking about Common in the Nation. I'm talking about this incarnation.
Yeah. The Supreme Fighting Machine.
Yeah.
I think the thing of note he does next is Final 4 at the Royal Rumble.
Okay. Also, what kind of shit finish was that to the main event?
Yeah.
Nitro, I'll give a 7.
Yeah, I'll probably put it up high too. Yeah, 7 is a good place to put it.
A much better effort from WCW this week, from the previous week, with a better first third of the show now. This probably could be one of the best Nitro's ever.
Yeah.
For me, it was looking worse than Raw, but they knew when to pick up.
Yeah.
After the Kevin Sullivan match, though, everything gets pretty damn good.
Yeah, you need a momentum changer. Put out Eddie, Benoit, or even throw Dean in that group too.
Yeah.
Even though he wasn't on this episode, but you get the point.
And the New Japan people leaving.
Yeah.
Benoit and Guerrero continued to shine, and Sting and Flair had an old-fashioned heat-filled match.
Yeah.
Even the final segment, which was a bit convoluted, at least as entry to the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So yeah, Nitro was about this week, I think it's safe to say.
Special thanks to
411 Media for the review, and we'll be back next video. Will more likely be a 2-part review of my punishment for Hell in a Cell.
I'll leave you a little spoiler too. It is probably one of the worst pay-per-views I've ever seen in my entire life. But it's his review, so
Hell in a Cell 20. My punishment review for Hell in a Cell 2018, Great American Bash 2000. So see you then.
See you then.